You should own at least 1,000 Cardano ADA. Here's why. DeFi platforms like Cardano have experienced very high demand, and these are just some of the few factors that could make Cardano millionaire dollar coin. Cardano, like all other cryptocurrencies, is a blockchain platform that supports systems and applications, but it's still in its very early infancy. Because Cardano can provide access to any digital identity to unbanked people all around the world. Hi Cardano lovers, welcome to Cardano Land, your daily dose of Cardano. If you're interested in everything around Cardano, this is the place for you. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for us to provide you with more Cardano news, and let us know in the comments how much you think Cardano will cost next week. The live Cardano price today is $1.42 US, with a 24-hour trading volume of $1,452,947,115 US. Cardano is up 0.94% in the last 24 hours. The current coin market cap ranking is number 5, with a live market cap of $45,428,436,294 US. It has a circulating supply of 31,946,328,269 ADA coins and a max supply of 45 billion ADA coins. Cardano is one of the biggest blockchains to successfully use a proof-of-stake consensus mechanism, which is less energy-intensive than the proof-of-work algorithm relied upon by Bitcoin. Although the much larger Ethereum is going to be upgrading to POS, this transition is only going to take place gradually. The project has taken pride in ensuring that all of the technology developed goes through a process of peer-reviewed research, meaning that bold ideas can be challenged before they are validated. According to the Cardano team, this academic rigor helps the blockchain to be durable and stable, increasing the chance that potential pitfalls can be anticipated in advance. In 2020, Cardano held a Shelley upgrade that aimed to make its blockchain 50 to 100 times more decentralized than other large blockchains. At the time, Hoskinson predicted that this would pave the way for hundreds of assets to run on its network. Now we are going to be looking at the Cardano price movements. Now, since the beginning of 2021, Cardano has seen massive growth in price, especially with Cardano receiving a lot of interest from investors. Now, Cardano is expected to 10 times again in 2021, according to a lot of analysts out there. So let's take a look at how Cardano has performed since the beginning of the year, to better understand why its price has risen from its launch in 2017. Well, many investors believe that cryptocurrencies like Cardano are much overhyped, because many are just looking for the next big thing that will make him a millionaire. I mean, we even have Gene Simmons buying $300,000 worth of Cardano. But Cardano's price increase is not just due to the hype. It's due to the fact that we have a huge emergence of decentralized finance, and the prospects in DeFi are the most essential reasons why Cardano might be a millionaire maker investment. As more people and businesses look for DeFi solutions, and as more financial institutions try to integrate cryptocurrencies into the system, DeFi platforms like Cardano have experienced very high demand. And these are just some of the few factors that could make Cardano millionaire dollar coin. Cardano, like all other cryptocurrencies, is a blockchain platform that supports systems and applications, but it's still in its very early infancy, because Cardano can provide access to any digital identity to unbanked people all around the world. Cardano, with its layered design, is in a great position to capitalize on this expansion, and in my opinion, Cardano can sell 10 times or 20 times from here. Now, at the time of this video, Cardano is priced at $1.42, and a year ago Cardano was 12 cents. You would have had to buy $84,000 worth of Cardano last year to become a millionaire today, as you would have gotten a total of just a little bit over $1 million. So now let's start with the most realistic price target out there. In my opinion, and if you want to be a millionaire in the next 10 years, you must have at least 1,000 Cardano, but you have to wait for that, just like it took Bitcoin a whole decade to go from merely some dollars to a hefty $64,000. But if you can't wait for $1 million, then you're going to need about 100,000 ADA and $142,000 invested in today's price of $1.42. Now, let's say that Cardano rises to a very conservative price of $5 during this market cycle. Then in that case, you will need 200,000 Cardano, which is a lot more Cardano, and that equals an investment of $284,000. So what if Cardano ends up going through a super cycle and reaches a crazy $20? Well, in that case, you will need a lot less Cardano. You would actually need 50,000 ADA with an investment of $71,000. And don't forget that you're a super long-term holder and you're planning a whole thing in Cardano for years to come. Then you can even stake Cardano for an extra 5% per year. So if we stake our 100,000 Cardano, which equals to the most talked about price target out there, then you will get an extra 4,600 Cardano, and that's going to make a significant difference. Because the more you have, the more it's going to compound. So that's why we say that investing for the long term always works out better than panic selling or selling too early. So, does that mean that I'm going to pull all of my money into Cardano? Well, nope. You should only invest money that you're willing to lose. You shouldn't be concerned about every price change, because then that would be an indication that you put way too much money into it. When looking to establish a position on Cardano, it's a good idea to look at the price fluctuations and figure out when the ideal time to buy might be. You should invest in Cardano over the long run, maybe the most profitable in my opinion. Because remember that Cardano improvements are often gradual, and we haven't seen many of the user cases out there yet. Now let's discuss about the prediction of 2022 for Cardano. If this year closes on reaching the predicted high, Cardano might resume the trade in 2022 bullish. So the 2022 yearly trade may begin with bullish values between $3.244 and $3.342. However, if this year ends with the price falling into a bearish trap hitting the lows, Cardano will start trading bearishly, initiating the year 2022. That is, the early 2022 will see an ADA price from $2.298 to $2.521. If more celebrities debate about the environmental aftermaths of crypto monsters like Bitcoin, Cardano price will eventually surge and even smash new all-time highs at $5.17, as ADA will act as a better alternative and many people will begin investing in this token. On the flip side, if more problems arise with the usability of the network's proof-of-stake method, many investors may withdraw from ADA community and the price might dip substantially to $3.99 levels in 2022. In 5 years from now, if Cardano implements its open voting system, the network might lose a sector of its traders, risking the price to plunge near $7.86. However, considering that ADA has improved bug prevention systems, and if it might work efficiently with the same system down the years, the price may sail in average figures near $9.73. Other way around, if ADA successfully flags some projects in collaboration that can further work to improve its two-layer security, the price might rise. Also, new updates in smart contracts might begin to start working efficiently. And so the ADA price might strike a maximum of $12.37 by the end of next 5 years. Here is what some eminent publications tell regarding the Cardano price prediction, which will give us a fairer idea. Smarterium believes that the future of ADA is bright, where he claimed that the 1-year prediction for the ADA token is around $2.50, with the potential to reach roughly $10 in 5 years' time. According to Wallet Investor's algorithm-based forecast, the ADA prediction is revised from Cardano $2.175 to $3.319 in the 1 year. Their estimates say that investment in ADA has a long-term earning potential of plus 116.21% in 1 year. Firstly, the cryptocurrency market is highly volatile, and the rates keep on changing. Therefore, by the time you watch this video, the coin prices would have switched to a whole different range. Also, we would like to mention that this is not a channel intended specifically to provide financial advice, and we do not ask you to invest in any company. This is merely a channel directed towards bringing educational content to your doorsteps. With that in mind, before you invest in anything, we recommend you do thorough wide-spectrum research on the topic. Well, that's it for today's video, guys, and make sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up. See you next time on Cardano Land.